Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Seattle Mariners at the Kingdome. On the mound for the Tigers today is Jack Morris, whose record is 9-6 with a 3.75 ERA. And pitching for the Mariners today is Mark Langston, whose record is 16-10 with a 3.17 ERA. Okay, so we swept the Twins at home after losing all three to the Angels at home. And we find ourselves 4 games up with 6 to go. I'd like those odds, but I don't want to leave anything to chance. And so what I've decided to do is skip Jeff Robinson in the rotation and go right to Jack Morris for today's game. And that way it'll guarantee us that we'll get 2 Jack Morris starts and 2 Dan Petrie starts, just in case things go sideways here for us, which of course is very possible. So we are going to try to tilt the odds in our favor. We have a tough matchup today. It's really unfair to pull Jack out of his normal starting spot, which would have been tomorrow, and then start him against who may become the Cy Young Award winner in the American League, and that's Mark Langston, who's 16-10 with 250 strikeouts. So that's the plan today. If we can win 1 of these 3 and then go home and win 2 of 3, then we will have definitely won the division. All we have to do is go 3-3 in these last 6 games. And the way things are going for this month, we win 1, we lose 1, we win 1, we lose 1. And that's how it's been for the entire month of September. And I feel like we'll probably go 3-3 in these last games, whether or not we play well or not. So, okay, let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. At the conclusion of this season, not after game 162, but once everything has been put in the books, we will get started with the 1970 Seattle Pilots what-if scenario. We are pretty much up and ready to go with that series. So as soon as this 84 Tigers sim is put to bed, we'll go directly into the 1970 Seattle Pilots what-if scenario. And we'll have a preseason preview before we even do that. So there's some time to get our heads around that. Okay, we got Jack Morris on the mound versus the Seattle Mariners. The current Mariner lineup is batting .269 against him, apparently. All the bullpen is available. Here's our lineup today. Now, Mark Langston being a left-hander, we definitely have left-handed bats that do not hit lefties well. Ken Smith and Lou Whitaker will be on the bench today. I'm also going to give Terry Kennedy the game off as far as, I mean, we could pull him off the bench if they switch to a right-hander. But against left-handers, those 3 guys are going to rest today. Dougie Baker will play second. Marty will have a party behind the plate. And Rusty Tillman will play first base today. Okay, that's the plan. Let's go ahead and do a lineup rundown for the Tigers officially. Batting leadoff, playing center field, is Willie Wilson. Batting second at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third at third base is George Brett. Batting cleanup in left field is Kirk GIBSON. Batting fifth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting sixth at first base is Rusty Tillman. Batting seventh and DHing is Kevin Bass. Batting eighth and catching is Marty Castillo. And batting ninth is the second baseman, Doug Baker. Okay, Mark Langston, as I mentioned, in the running, I think, for the American League Cy Young with Teddy Higuera. He's making his 33rd start, 16-10, with a 3.17 ERA, 251 strikeouts, In 241 and a third innings pitched, opponents are batting .215 against him, 7 complete games, 2 shutouts. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 44%. His fastball is his best pitch, rated at 95. A slider at 89, a curve at 81, and a changeup just below league average at 75. Overall, he is rated a 95. The 24-year-old lefty is a free agent in the 1986 season. Looking at his log, he started versus Detroit back on the 1st of the month, went 8 innings, giving up 2 runs and 7 hits. He did give up 2 solo shots. He walked 2, struck out 7, and got the win. He's currently coming off a loss to Milwaukee. He struck out 10, but he gave up 5 runs in 7 2/3 innings. Looking at his vitals. Yeah, so he won the Cy Young Award in '82 in our sim, and he's been an all-star for 3 consecutive years, in case you were wondering. And there's his playoff numbers against Detroit in the ALCS and then the World Series, which I think they lost to the Reds. I can't remember. Maybe it's Houston. Okay, we go to the the defense here for the Mariners. And we have below league average in left field. That's Ricardo SAENZ. Right field is Alan Cockrell. The infield is very good, and behind the plate is Butch WYNEGAR, who's a tick below league average with his arm, but a good defensive catcher otherwise. Okay, Willie Wilson leading it off. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of strikeouts today. Maybe we can play some small ball as Wilson hits a tapper back to Langston for out number 1. Next man up is Alan TRAMMELL, who's had some success. He is 4 for 9 with 2 home runs against Mark Langston. Got jammed inside by that slider, and yet still enough to carry it 300 feet to right center field. 2 down. Here is George Brett. Don't forget, we had the day off yesterday, so everybody is rested. Brett. Oh, Brett goes up, Otako! Number 15 on the season. A first inning home run for George Brett. And it's 1-0 Detroit. That is fantastic. I always feel a little bit better when we get the lead early. Okay, here's Kirk Gibson. Gibby with 2 down. He's 1 run scored. Striking out. The old strikeout after the run given up. We go to the bottom of the first. Tigers are up on the home run by George Brett. Let's take a look at the Mariners lineup rundown. Batting leadoff and DHing is Dickie Schofield. Batting second at third base is Harold Reynolds. Batting third at first base is Alvin Davis. Batting cleanup in left field is Ricardo SAENZ. Batting fifth in right field is Alan Cockrell. Batting sixth in center field is Dave Henderson. Batting seventh and catching is Butch WYNEGAR. Batting eighth at shortstop is Spike Owen. And batting ninth is the second baseman today, Julio CRUZ. So CRUZ at second, and Reynolds goes over to third base. We got Jack Morris on the mound, looking for his 10th victory. It's been elusive. He's making his 27th start. A 3.75 ERA, 150 strikeouts in 177 and 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .239 against him. He's got 4 complete games, including a shutout. His fastball tops out at 93 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 44.3%. The splitter's a 93. The fastball's an 88. The slider is an 80. So 3 pitches above league average. Overall rated an 87. The 29-year-old right-hander is a free agent at the end of the year. He's got 2 no decisions in a row against the Angels and the A's. That no decision versus the Angels who went 7 innings, giving up 4 runs on 8 hits, walking 2, striking out 4. He's only given up 15 home runs this year. He's got his work cut out for him today against this Mariners offense. There's our defense. Tillman at first. We got Marty Party behind the plate. Technically a superior defensive player. And Baker at second. Just a step down from Lou's normally excellent defense. Okay, here we go. Here's the DH, Dick Schofield leading off. Every batter in the Mariners lineup normally, it's normally Tom Dodd at third. They all have double-digit home runs, so this is a team that's got a lot of power. And Morris strikes out Dickey. There's 1 out. Here is Harold Reynolds. I'm curious, how many times has he played third base? Only his 3rd start at third this year. He also started 3 times at short. And he can play anywhere in the infield to left field with a good skill. 1 down. Here's Reynolds, a 1-0 count. And Reynolds skies it into right center field. Wilson making the play. Glenn Wilson. 2 down. Here is Alvin Davis having a great year, batting .325 versus right-handers. And Morris leaves it up, and it's going to be off the wall in right field. A double for Alvin Davis, his 24th of the year. A .407 on-base percentage. I still think Kevin Mitchell's going to win the MVP, but Alvin Davis is going to get some votes. Okay, Davis is on second. Here is Ricardo SAENZ, former Rookie of the Year. He's got 36 home runs. And Morris strikes him out. So we strand Davis at second. We go to the top of the second inning, and it's 1-0 Detroit. Glenn Wilson leading off. Wilson batting .254 versus lefties. That's why he's higher up in the lineup. He'll take strike 3 looking. Second K for Langston. Rusty Tillman up, first time facing Langston in his career. It's a comebacker to Langston for out number 2. And Kevin Bass, player of the game yesterday. A ground ball in the hole at second. And Julio CRUZ makes it a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Alan COCKRELL leading off. COCKRELL coming over in a trade with the Brew Crew earlier this year. And Morris, wow, strikes him out. Perfect slider. Third K for Morris. Next up is Dave Henderson, and Henderson strikes out. So Morris wants to show who the strikeout king is this year. Mowing him down, and the catcher, switch hitting catcher, Butch WYNEGAR. He strikes out the side. Whoa! Nicely done by Morris. We go to the top of the third inning, and Marty Party leading off. Marty hits lefties really well. And even though Kennedy just had a day off yesterday, I just wanted to give him one more day off before the end of the year. So we'll see if Marty can surprise us. That's a hot shot to first. 1 out. Here's Doug Baker having a great year as a backup. Line drive to right. Get down off the wall. Oh, it's going to be caught by COCKRELL on the warning track. 2 down, and we're back to Willie Wilson. Ground ball to short, and Owen will make the play. Okay, bottom of the third. Spike Owen leading off. Says he's 3 for 3 with a walk against Morris in his career. Yep, 4 for 4. And he goes to second. All right. we will play the corners in. Julio, CRUZ, can bunt. 2-2 count. And Morris strikes out Julio, CRUZ. 6 Ks. 6 out of 7 batters. 6 out of 7 outs have been strikeouts. We're back to Dicker. I guess we play straight away now. 0-2 count, he strikes him out. What is going on? 7 strikeouts for Morris. Oh, we got a switch hitter here. One of 4 switch hitters in the lineup. Reynolds, this doesn't feel good, does it? 1-1 count. Reynolds pops it up at home plate. And the play is made by the first baseman, TILLMAN. Great performance so far from Jack. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Morris is on regular rest because we had the day off. But I really just wanted him to be able to have 2 starts. And I feel like we've made the right decision so far. Alan Trammell leading off the top of the 4th. Flies out to center field. Here's George Brett. Brett had the home run in the 1st inning. 2-2 count, and he strikes out on that slider. 3rd K for Langston. And Gibby, full count, strikes out. So, Langston is averaging a strikeout an inning, so it's not like he's lagging behind. Morris is just off to such a tremendous start in that category. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Alvin Davis leading off. Davis had the double as he was stranded at second. And a base hit. So Davis on first. Double play possibility here with Ricardo SAENZ. There's a 2-1 count and a base at the center. So this is where it falls apart. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing we can really do about it. It's just how many runs will the Mariners score here. Full count to COCKRELL, and bases are loaded. And yeah, this game is pretty much done, right? We'll pull the infield in. We cannot afford to give up any runs. This will be a sac fly, I believe. Oh no. Okay, now it's over. So, I mean, we should pull Morris right now, really. Actually, I should have pulled him after that first hit, but how would we have known? So yeah, this is about getting the whip back up. So he's given up 6 base runners so far after giving up just 2. I don't know what to do. I mean, the game is over now, but do we let Morris get his numbers screwed up? We'll pull the infield in again, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. I mean, a force out at home, all we can do is just keep pulling the infield in. And a double play. So, I mean, that is fucking bullshit. This game intentionally created a bases-loaded situation so a run could be walked in, and then all we did was pull the infield in, and they got us out of the inning. I mean, the way that I would rather have had any of those batters, including Julio, CRUZ, hit a home run. Like, don't intentionally manufacture the tying run like that. It doesn't make any sense. A pitcher that's just cruising along, falls apart, and then all of a sudden he gets out of it? I mean, I didn't expect to win the ball game anyway, but, I mean, it's just so dumb. Yeah. I mean, we got our run in the first, and that's it. We've got 1 hit, and there's nothing we're going to be able to do the rest of the game. Like I said, I wouldn't be as angry as I am right now if a player had just hit a home run. Like, it would have been fine. But the fact that they did it that way and then walked in the run on a pitcher who had 7 strikeouts and no walks, I mean, that was the game just simply giving him his whip totals back up and making a run have to score, you know? God, it's so dumb. And there's the 8th strikeout. We go to the top of the 6th inning. All tied at 1. That's the 4th ground ball back to the pitcher by a Tigers batter today. Yeah, we will not get another hit today. And the Mariners will win in the bottom of the 9th. I'm calling the shot right now. So stupid. Pull the infield in. Pulling the infield in has worked every time except for when he walked the run in. All right, runner on third. It's 100 pitches now. So I'm guessing this is going to be a pass ball or a wild pitch or a balk or an error. Maybe an error? Nope. So Morris gets through 7. I guess that's the most I'd hoped for him. I really thought he'd get to 10 wins at least this year after missing a month of the season. Wilson with the leadoff double. That's his 27th double of the year. He lost his pop and his average, but this is hitting some doubles. So we have the leadoff man on second. Wilson will come out of the ball game for Eddie Milner. Huge upgrade in speed. It won't make a difference if Tillman can't make contact. Well, that'll get the job done as Milner advances. You're going to pull the infield in. That's the right thing to do. We'll try to request a sac fly. This feels like a strikeout guaranteed. Yep. Oh, that's such bullshit. What a bunch of crap. Marty Castillo. I mean, oops. That's the second double of the year. Once again, it's the scrubs coming through. We'll take a win any way we can get it, but, I mean, this game is just garbage. And then, of course, the strikeout after the run scores. So Morris does leave the ball game with the lead. Now we got to be smart. So Harold Reynolds, he bats the same versus lefties or righties. So we'll bring in Dave Rucker, who is a left-handed pitcher. It'll make Reynolds bat right-handed and righties bat 175 against the left-hander. I mean, that's the logic, right? Defensively, we have Milner in right. Yeah, I mean, we don't have a choice. Okay. All right, here we go. Harold Reynolds. Tigers are up a run. Oh, come on, man. This game sucks so bad. It is so dumb. So stupid. Hanky is unpitchable right now. Here we go. Hanky facing Ricardo SAENZ, 1 down. 0-2 count, and he blows it by him. Two down, facing Alan COCKRELL. He hits lefties really well. Does not hit righties well at all. This could be the ball game right here. 2-2 count. Ground ball to first, and we're out of it. Wow. 3 outs away from stealing a ball game. Mark Langston coming out for the 9th inning. Officially has struck out as many Tigers as Morris struck out of the Mariners with 8. Wilson, total garbage today. Here's the in-game stats. GIBSON is going for the golden sombrero if it gets to him. Okay, we're going to the 9th inning. It's Dave Smith coming into the ball game. Well, his splits, I mean, relatively the same versus both. A couple switch hitters are coming up. Looking at his log, I mean, well, he hasn't been great. 2-2 with 2 saves. 3.45 ERA. But in the last 10, 12, 13 games, he's only given up 1 run. All right, so you get my logic for switching those guys out. Okay, we will, for defensive purposes, take out TILLMAN and bring in Barry Larkin. So it's up to 87 there. Here we go. Wait, how is he 84 now? He was 83 a minute ago. Okay, he was just 83 last inning. Okay, here we go. Dave Smith facing Henderson, WYNEGAR, and OWEN. 0-1 count. Base hit to right. And an error. Okay, the game's over. That's it. We just lost. There's nothing we can do now, so we just pushed the button. They forcibly gave us an error, and that's it. Is that going to fall in for a hit? No, and in fact, Henderson does not advance with Milner out there. I mean, that is a risk with the game on the line. Now it's Smith versus Dickey. They're going to walk in the run. Pass ball while there's something that's going to happen here to tie the ball game. Holy shit. Tigers won 2-1. We stole that game. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. Wow. That is pretty crazy. Let's take a look at the standings. Yeah, I mean, they're going to keep up with us. All right. So, 5 games to go. and 4 games up. So you're saying there's still a chance. We already know about everybody else. Okay, headline news, Brainiac Baseball Daily Week. Kevin Gross of the Twins throws a shutout against the Yankees. That's all there is. Transactions. Nothing. Pull up the box score and get out of here. Well, I feel very good about pitching Morris. That's the right thing to do. He does get the win. He's 10-6 on the year. Dave Smith gets the save, but he made it interesting. Eddie Milner's error there in the 9th inning. I mean, that was like 99.9% of the time when a batter starts off in the 9th inning with a away getting on base, it's over. Like there's nothing you can really do about it. Tigers did turn a couple double plays today. George Brett's home run was a big deal. Marty Castillo had the game-winning RBI with that double, and he will be the player of the game. A good performance from Morris. Mark Langston, complete game loss, going 9, striking out 9. All those doubles could not help the Mariners today. Okay, kids, we're going to come back tomorrow with Game 2 of the 3-game series. Dan Petrie will be on the mound, and we need that one. If we can pull that off, we've got it sewn up at that point. So that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe, and we will catch you tomorrow.